I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear me or not over the sound of, that's right, my new bike. So I was talking about it last year and it finally happened. I got a new bike. This is the 1985 Yamaha XV1000 Virago. It's not quiet, so vlog wise we'll have to see what happens, if you guys can hear me or not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check this footage when I get back. It's March 13th. Still a little bit of snow on the ground, but the roads are pretty clear. I'll have to watch out for sand, but that's all right. So it's, what's this guy doing? Currently 5 degrees out, Celsius, a little bit of wind, and that's alright. It's March and I'm getting a ride. Love it. I want to pass this guy, but I'm not going to. There you go. Buddy behind me is getting a little impatient. So some of you might remember, if you watched the vlog last year, I was talking about getting a bike with a little more power, just a little bit. You know, I wasn't quite happy with the amount of power I had in my Honda Shadow 500. So I bounced on up and I got this bike, my 85 Virago 1000. So I went from the 500 to the 1000. Which I suppose for some might be a bit of a jump. You know, found this bike, it was the right deal. It's beautiful. I mean, I'm gonna paint the tank at some point. I don't like it, plus there's some chipping and stuff I'll show you guys later. Other than that, the bike's in amazing condition. It was just the right bike for the right deal. You know, I got a 1000, the power versus the weight ratio was just perfect for me, because I did, like I said last time I talked about getting a different bike, whenever that was, I didn't want to get into something that was all that much heavier. Oh my goodness, with the sand, you gots to be kidding me. I didn't want to go too much bigger weight wise, but I wanted some more power. And I found the perfect combination, and at an amazing price. So I went with it. That's what I did. And as you can see, it was in great condition. It's stupid loud. You got the 1000cc engine and the Jardine pipes, and I guess the owner before the guy I bought it from removed the baffles. You can see the screw holes there, so they weren't drilled out, they were just pulled out, which is good, because if I do decide it's too loud, I can definitely, hopefully, get my hands on some baffles. Mr. Pool. That instantly made me think of Mr. Plow. Definitely still getting used to how this bike works, how it shifts. Little things like the turn signals. My old one was so old school that I actually had to push it all the way left and push it all the way right. Whereas this one I can actually have the tap just to stop it. Shifting is, you know, a lot different than my last bike, so I'm not quite as smooth with it yet. I'm just learning it. This is only the third or fourth time that I've had this bike out in the last couple of weeks. I didn't film the first few times because I wasn't comfortable with the bike yet. Now I've learned how she works some, and I'm okay to be talking and filming and all that stuff. And when I say 3 or 4 times, I mean I haven't had it out for more than probably hasn't been out for more than 30 minutes so far. So today is going to be probably the longest ride I've had it out since I got it, mostly because I bought it in February. And, you know, snow and everything else. I mean, it's still technically winter. We're in March. March 13th, I believe the date is today. Probably won't be when I get this video up, but March 13th, you know, you don't exactly get a lot of nice weather that time of year. We've been really lucky this year with our winter. Last winter, March 13th, we probably had a boatload of snow on the ground. So, you know, I'm still learning this bike. What the? It's a weird place to park your bicycle. That's weird. But today's the nicest day. 5 degrees, a little bit of wind, some sun. Could do without the wind blowing on me, make it pretty cold. I didn't actually wear any long johns. I'm just straight up jeans today. Probably not the best idea. The heck was that all about? There's lots of sand, not right on the main roads. You get into turns and merges and stuff like that. Definitely start to see some sand. You just got to be super careful. I'm not taking any crazy turns or anything like that over them, going straight over the sand wherever possible. Another beautiful day on the river. My anti-fog visor does pretty good, but extreme temperature like this, it still fogs up pretty easily. Thumbs up G-Max. Although I suppose it's not necessarily a winter helmet, so it's probably not their fault. This guy in the Civic behind me needs to learn that you don't ride that close to a motorcycle. Get off me, arse boy. Oh yeah, that's something else about this bike. Total switch from my last one. 5 gears, not 6, 5. So, one less than I had before, which the gearing makes sense for the engine, like it feels natural. And she definitely sits in where she should, but it really took some getting used to. My foot kept wanting to go up that extra gear when I was getting into higher speeds. So that's taking some getting used to. I still find my foot every now and then trying to tap up one more. But now that I'm starting vaguely to get to know this bike, I can tell that it doesn't need the 6th gear. It just sits... Death. The power band on this thing is pretty much consistent. If I want it to haul, it will haul. I haven't really spent any time just giving her bickies, giving her the juice, because I'm doing in-town riding and I'm on the highway stuff, because it's just too dang cold for the highway. I'm not going there yet. 5 gears, but stupid powerful. It's all there if I need it. Like, there's no issue with... Believe me, the power is there if I need it. There's no questions with this bike. My last one, and that's why, that was the main reason I wanted a little more power. I didn't want to, like, I don't want to go fast, so don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those crazy riders that's just like, I want to go fast all the time. That's not why I wanted the extra power. I wanted it for highway stuff, getting out of situations, just, if I need to be able to, what's the phrase? Drop a gear and disappear? I think that's the phrase. If I want to be able to do that, or if I need to for whatever safety reason on the road or on the highway, in this bike I don't have to worry about it. It's the power's there. I'll actually, and a lot of the time from what I'm finding, I don't even need to drop a gear. I just disappear when I want to. That 1000cc, I guess you call it a leader bike? I don't know, do you call cruisers leader bikes, or is that only 1000cc crotch rockets like sport bikes? I don't know. I actually don't know how that works. Somebody tell me. You see that ice? Holy crap. My hands are getting cold. I think it's about time I start heading towards home. Oh my goodness. Yeah, power is not something I have to worry about on this bike. I don't have a temperature gauge. And just realizing that, that's something I missed from the last bike. I did get a fuel indicator. It's not a full fuel gauge, but it's a step up from the last time, with the last bike. And, if you can hear me at all talking, I have a trip odometer that actually works. That's kind of nice. I was going to take the highway. I'm officially saying screw that. Oh man, the amount of wind that I'm facing right now. And it's not because it's coming up over the bike, it's just windy day. That's one thing I will say also about this bike. the wind resistance on the bike is nowhere near as bad as my last bike. Even on this windy day, and I don't think it's because the gauges are up higher or what the deal is, but it's kind of nice. You good? Okay. Looked like she was trying to cross and then decided not to. Oh my. Hands are getting a little cold. Made the switch from Honda to Yamaha. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure it'll go fine. Out of the 500 into 1000. So I guess that makes me a real boy, I hope. And hey, Dan. Am I a real boy? I think I'm a real boy. Anybody who watches moto vlogs would get that. Otherwise, ignore what I just said. Yes, yeah. This guy is killing my vibe. Oh yeah, highway pigs. Oh my gosh. Highway pigs, where have you been all my life? I'm gonna text my wife, see if she's ready to go. So I guess the wife's not ready yet, so I've got a little bit more time.